season 2. Congrats.
Thank you.
Season 1 had us go through all types of roller coaster rides. But Christina, I'll start with you. Where do we find the St. George gang now?
We pick up exactly where we left everyone hanging in season one, which I think is great because it was such a cliffhanger. Which was kind of funny to come back almost a year later and jump into what was supposed to be that exact space, and you're like, "Does my hair look exactly as it did a
Oh
year
yeah, it's
ago?"
so
And get
crazy.
into that emotional space again. You're like, do I like look the same? You're playing the exact same time, but some real time has gone by. But um, yeah, we jump straight back in. We're still at the wedding, and of course we have a surprise visitor who arrives that everyone's going to be very excited about.
Who?
I'll take it to you.
We'll get to you, Leighton, because first of all, congratulations. I just know that you're excited to obviously join this cast as well. But tell us a little bit about your character and how we meet you.
Well, I think that there's been a really long introduction, which is pretty exciting actually to come in like, sort of on fire, like at first, because the whole first season it's being teased and there's more and more information, but like little bits. And so I come into not so subtly blow it up maybe a little bit, but I think she has good intentions, but I think maybe is sort of ill-advised. And it's awfully dramatic and entertaining.
That is exactly what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Great tease. Christina, last season, obviously we left off with Nan making a pivotal decision. How did you, as Christine, feel about where she is as a character?
Ooh. How does Kristine feel? Um, I First of all, I think the way she navigates the position she's in is really inspiring, and I mean, if I was her, I'd be paralyzed. I wouldn't probably leave my bed for days. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd really struggle. And then she makes it kind of her own, which is amazing. She just keeps powering through. I'm really impressed by her, even handling the news that you guys drop. There's just bombs being thrown all the time. And then within the friendship now, there's a lot of tension and betrayal, so that's complicated. There's a lot of complications. I was really excited to explore the family dynamic in season 2 because that was one of the things I was most excited about. And I hope if there's a season 3, we get to keep doing that because there is so much time that passes after I hear about the news, and there's so much we haven't really talked about yet that is super fascinating to me. And but I'm really glad with what she does in the end, where she goes in episode 8 and chooses herself with this new responsibility.
Oh, I love. So speaking of family dynamics, Christina, I'll go back to you because we found out, obviously, you are not the mother. We had a Maury moment on the show. But how does that affect Mrs. St. George and Nan's relationship in season 2 or going forward?
Yeah, I think it's what Patty fears the most is losing her and losing her love and losing her trust. So this is the most terrifying um, circumstance that she could imagine, and she's been protecting the secret for so long. So the the presence of Nell and this information is just paralyzing, but she just goes into absolute fix it mode and does everything she can to sort of remove her from the situation. Um, and and yet there's already been so much sort of scandal to the family as this is coming out, and as Nan is going through all the things that she's going through, that I think it's sort of like they're all so in the moment. It's all happening so in the moment for them, and so quickly that it's holding on for dear life. And maybe the decision to say one thing or cover one thing is the right thing in that moment, but not right down the road, but they're just scrambling to a certain extent. Because it's really everything she's ever known and everything she's ever protected is just absolutely blowing up.
Yeah, she has to tread carefully throughout the
Yeah.
entire situation.
Yeah.
So, what was it like getting back into the corsets? I'm gonna say hair extensions, I don't know, wigs or whatnot, but what was it like to get back into the costumes?
I adore the costumes. Everyone has a different relationship with the costumes. I am a fan. The hair and
Leighton, she's
makeup
looking
is
right at
tricky
you.
for
Is that
for
okay?
what?
I said she was looking right at you.
So turns out corsets inhibit your breathing. I could have guessed that, but it's interesting. They were like, so when you're on set, you're just gonna have to kind of like perch. And I'm not great at perching for long periods of time. They were like small meals. I was like, also not that. But I really, I feel like all characters, obviously as an actor, it's like playing dress up in a lot of ways. Like you get to explore a character's look, and that is a big part of, the final piece of the puzzle. But this is such a big piece of the puzzle to bring you right into that time period in a way that almost nothing else does. So suddenly you're on a set that looks like this time period. And then when you're dressed that way, it really does inform how you speak, how you carry yourself, makes the dialogue make even more sense. And the decisions that you make as a character. Like I thought it was like such a bigger piece of the puzzle for me. So ultimately it was great. Now, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but that's also kind of interesting to be like, wow, this is what people really, really did.
They would
It's
have
wild.
been
Tuesday, too.
uncomfortable.
They must have been even more uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I've been saying this, but to me, even more so than the corset or the bustle of things that just sort of make your back hurt by the end of the day, it's just the sheer volume that your body takes up when you have this many skirts on, layers and layers and layers, and we don't think about how walking through a doorway could be somehow difficult, but you really have to sort of think like, am I going to get caught on something? I have to move forward. I can't move backwards because I will trip. So you have to always be sort of navigating in a different way, and it really does sort of change how you behave and how you experience yourself in a space and in a room.
Yeah, and I can only imagine. Lane, before I let you go, you're also joining Adam next season in Nobody Wants This. How excited are you? They were praising your performance.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Great, thank you. Yeah, what was the question? I love it. I'm so excited. It's my favorite, my other favorite show.
It's so good. I didn't know you were joining. That's exciting.
Wait, that's so exciting.
Like no corsets necessary in that one, but
No, you're correct. But I'm just doing an episode. Don't get too excited.
Nice.
Actually, do get excited. Great. I love it. It's with some amazing people, and one of them I know very well. So yeah, love it.